Okay, so this is why you're not losing weight, even if you eat healthy. Now, this is something that a lot of people complain about, and we're going to go over the solutions to this right now. My name is Coach Sam. I'm a fitness coach. I lost 100 pounds in 6 months by following a strict diet, doing cardio, and being consistent with it for 6 months. Completely changed my life, and I help other people do this as well by giving tips that they can follow and giving routines that they can follow. Let's get back to the video. You can be eating clean, but the scale could not be moving. And let's say you're looking the same and you've been doing this month after month. Here's the truth. Just because you're eating healthy, it doesn't mean that you're eating in a calorie deficit. And if you're not in a calorie deficit, you will not lose body fat. So let me explain what a calorie deficit is. Your body runs on fuel. The same way a car runs on gasoline, your body burns a certain amount of calories for fuel, right? So your body might burn this many calories, and if you eat this many calories, you're not in a deficit. But if you burn this many calories and you eat this many calories, this difference in between, that is the deficit. So you are not eating, your body needs this, but you're only eating this, your body still needs this much energy. So your body will draw from your body fat and use your body fat as energy. So ultimately, it doesn't matter that you're eating healthy. You have to eat less calories than your body needs. That's what forces your body to lose body fat. When I lost 100 pounds in 6 months, I was running 10 miles a day and working out at night. And I was only eating chicken breast and lettuce twice a day. And I would snack on like 10 grapes a day. So I was burning a lot of calories and I was eating a little bit of calories. That's what was forcing my body to burn away at my body fat and use so those runs I was going on, I wasn't eating enough food to fuel those runs. It was my body fat that was fueling those runs. That's how fat loss works. You need to be in a calorie deficit. So point number one is healthy foods can still make you gain weight. So foods like salmon, avocados, nuts, olive oil, peanut butter, these are all great foods, but they are very high in calories. These are all fat sources. Fats are very high in calories. Even though they're healthy, they're not really the best for fat loss. Here's an example. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter is 100 calories. 1 avocado can be 300 calories. So a little too much of some avocado, a little too much of peanut butter, even though it's healthy, those calories add up. And I'm talking about and most people, when they're making a protein shake, so a regular protein shake is like 300 calories. If it's 2 scoops of protein powder and sugar-free almond milk, it's like 300 calories. If you add peanut butter, and most people will easily add 3 tablespoons of peanut butter if they actually weighed it out, you're going to add an additional 300 calories to that protein shake. So now instead of it being 300 calories, it's 600 calories. Now, let's say you're eating chicken breast and broccoli only. That might be 400 calories. Let's say you add an avocado to it. Now it's 700 calories. So by just adding some peanut butter to our shake and by adding some avocado to our lunch, we just added 600 calories to the stuff that we're eating in the day. You see how it can easily take us out of being in a calorie deficit? Now imagine if you're cooking that chicken breast and you're cooking your vegetables in oil, or if you're adding some butter to it. Now you just added another 300 calories. So now we just added 900 calories to our daily calorie intake. So you know how I said we need to be eating a little bit of calories and burning a lot? Now we're burning a lot, but now we are eating a lot too. So there's no difference. Okay, and we are trying to lose body fat. The calories need to be low. Now, you don't got to starve. You don't want to starve yourself, but the calories do need to be low if you're trying to lose body fat. That's how it works. The second reason why people eat healthy but still don't lose body fat is they're not tracking their food. And if you're not tracking your food, you won't know whether or not you're really in a calorie deficit or not. Some people get on the calls with me and they think that they're eating in a calorie deficit. Well, some people don't even know what a calorie deficit is. A lot of people don't. But some people think they're eating low calories because they're eating healthy foods, etc., but they're not tracking it. So they might think I'm eating 1,500 calories. But when we actually track everything, bite by bite, every ingredient we see, no, you're eating more like 3,000 calories a day. So you really need to track your food. And if you have never done it, you don't have to do it forever, but just track every single thing that you eat for a week. Track when you go out to restaurants, track everything. And that's going to tell you where you're at. Because every single time somebody is not losing weight, if we track their calories and if we go through it one by one, we always see that the reason they're not losing weight is because they're not in a calorie deficit. So a good app that you can use to track your calories is called MyFitnessPal. All right. Point number 3 is you might be very, very inactive. So even though let's say you are eating a low amount of calories, like let's say you're eating this many calories, right? But if you're only burning this many calories because you're very sedentary, maybe you work from home, like you don't get any steps in, like you just a sedentary person, then you're not going to be losing any weight. Okay. So the way that you fix that is you need to move more. Give yourself one of these tasks to do. Either try to get in 10,000 steps a day, and you can track it right on your phone, or do at least 60 minutes of cardio a day. Go on the Stairmaster or walk on the treadmill with an incline. Okay. So if you are barely active now and you add in 60 minutes of cardio a day or 10,000 steps a day, that's going to make a huge difference. That's going to easily help you burn an additional 500, 600 plus calories a day. Okay. And the cardio, remember, you're eating low calories. You doing cardio has you burning more calories, helping you draw more body fat and use more body fat as energy. The next thing is cheating on the weekends. So a lot of people will be eating clean Monday through Friday, but then over the weekends, they go crazy. It's like, we going to the restaurants, we going to the diners, we eating whatever we want because we going to reward ourselves. You could be eating in a deficit 5 days a week, but if you eat in a crazy surplus, meaning your calories could be low Monday through Friday, but if your calories are super high Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday, you will literally even out that it'll even out. The averages will even out. And you'll just be at maintenance. You won't no longer be in a deficit. So all of that work you did, you will undo it with 3 days of bad decisions. I have noticed the people that actually see results, they stick to their meal plan Monday through Sunday. There's no cheat day. There's no cheat meal. Like, you stick to your plan all the way through. You can only start doing cheat meals once you've already seen some type of progress. Like with my clients, I want to see at least 15 pounds down before we start even entertaining the idea of doing cheat meals. I need to see you locked in before we start entertaining that. Another thing is the late night snacking. You could be eating in a deficit breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But when the late night comes, you're snacking on the chocolate or the chips. The snacking will undo a calorie deficit. Fix your environment. Throw away the junk food, throw away the snacks. It is not worth it. Okay, so just to recap, these are the steps that I want you to take in order to make sure that you are actually in a calorie deficit so you can start losing weight. Number 1 is track everything that you eat for 7 days. No guesswork. You need to know that you are actually in a calorie deficit. Number 2, you need to be moving your body consistently every day. 10K steps a day minimum, or 1 hour of cardio a day. Next, clean up the weekends and the late night snacking. Stick to the plan 100%, and you will lose weight if you do that. Next, when you're eating, you want to stick to lean protein sources and vegetables for your meals, okay? And you can only snack on fruit. That's personally what I do. When I'm really trying to lose weight, I'm going to eat egg whites and veggies for breakfast, then chicken breasts and vegetables for lunch, then chicken breasts and vegetables for dinner, and I'm only going to snack on fruit. I'm not cooking with any grease. I'm not going to add a lot of sauce to my food, and I'm sticking to that. I'm not going to add a lot of avocado and fats to my meal. You need a little bit of fats, but we're going to be very careful with how much we add. You might add a little bit of avocado here and there, but that's pretty much how I'm going to eat, and I'm going to be strict with that. And guess what? You will get the result. Okay? Now, if you would like fitness coaching, like if you would like to have a coach check in on you every morning, monitor your progress, and every week you do a check-in call to make sure that you are on the right track, then you can click the link in the description to find out more information about how fitness coaching works. But other than that, I wish you guys the best. I also have an app where I have free meal plans and free stuff on there, and it's $10 a year for the whole app. So there's free stuff and then there's paid stuff, but that's $10 a year. That's what I got for you guys. If you guys would like to see anything special in the new videos, let me know, comment, let me know below. And if you would like a free meal plan, you can comment the word meal below, and I will go through the comments and drop a link to a free meal plan and some stuff that I got there. But other than that, take care, guys, and thank you for tuning in. Later.